It just occurred to me that in a couple of days it'll be Michael Jackson's birthday. My cousin Melvin was a hell of a Michael Jackson fan, so I'm going to call him up and see what he has to say about it.
Hello?
What's up, old cousin Melvin?
What's up, Eddie Lee? What's happening?
Yeah, I was thinking about your boy Mike. His birthday is coming up, and I knew you was always, the #1 Michael fan, from way back in the day. So, I had to think about you.
Yeah, I love me some old Mickey Jackson, man. That was my boy there. It just kind of still hard to try to accept that he died, man, because, I always thought Mike growing up, because he traveled so much by airplane, I always thought that if he did go, it'd be by airplane crash or something like that, but never in a million years that I would have thought it would have been from a drug overdose.
Yeah, it's that Peter Pan thing, because I honestly thought he'd probably be like 80 and 90 before he went out. I just
Yeah.
didn't see him going out, at the age he went.
Yeah, you look at Mike, I mean, he was still slim and trim, still had his moves down. I mean, he was pretty much kind of at a teenage stage just by looking at him. So it was, kind of just very hard to think that, he would go just like that.
Yeah, I know. Like I say, it was a shock. I'll never forget. I was in the library on the internet on my laptop. I happened to run across, the Yahoo page that basically said Michael Jackson dead. And I remember this guy was sitting in front of me, and I said, "Man, Michael Jackson just died." The dude said, "He did?" And he's like, "Oh well, it don't affect me." I was like, "Damn, that's a hell of a thing to say."
Oh, man, I'll never forget where I was. I was getting off of work, and I was driving on the 10 freeway on my way to Fontana to get a haircut, leaving Redlands, and I heard the guy Harvey Levin from TMZ say, "We report that Michael Jackson just died," and I screamed out, "No!" When
Okay.
I got to the barbershop, man, everybody was sitting around there and couldn't nobody believe it. I mean, nobody wasn't saying a word. So we finally ordered his concert. What was the name of it?
This is it.
This is it. And I often refer to that concert as the greatest concert that never was.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that yet. I saw it at the library the other day. I was gonna check it out, and I said, "Nah, I'll check it out sometime later." But I haven't seen it yet.
It's good. I like when the part where this guy wanted Michael to change his note that he did, and then Mike turns around and he goes, "No, I want it just the way I wrote it." So a lot of times my wife would be telling me something, and she'd say, "Neil, I want you to do this." I said, "No, Gene, I want it just the way I said it."
I guess that's that old poetic justice.
Yeah.
I mean, go
But
on.
that was,
It's like he was always there. I admit I ain't never met the man or nothing. I ain't never really been in his presence, but through TV and stuff, it's like he was always gonna be around.
yeah, I mean, gosh, I remember, man, as kids growing up, I mean, everybody wanted to be like the Jackson 5. I mean, I remember Keith, the Sid, Bernard, Burnell, myself sitting all out there on the front porch with a guitar, little instruments, and the Jacksons used to have this commercial. They used to do this alphabet commercial.
Yeah, you talking
Something
about
like,
alphabet cereal?
yeah, I love you, alphabet. Wherever I go, your ABC delicious.
Yep.
Oh, I love you so.
I remember. I remember early 70s.
Yeah, Michael jumped back in. Can I hear that one more time?
Yeah.
And then, I bought a book called Soul of the Jackson 5 when they were real, little, and they were
okay. And I admit, I was kind of down on Michael too about hanging with them little boys and stuff, but I don't know. Maybe it was innocent after all.
I never believed Mike did any of this stuff, and I'm not saying that because of his recent departure, but I just always believed. I know the type of guy he was, he just loved kids, and he just, I often believe a lot of times, kids are so innocent that they don't see black and white or discrimination or anything. You put a bunch of kids out there in the playground and they just play. They don't look at color. It's just when we become aware. And I think that's what Mike saw. He saw their heart and he always believed in them.
Yeah, yeah. I still say, even though as innocent as he was a grown man. And I understand, he may have lost a childhood and all, but I think he should have kind of kept away from hanging with, Macaulay Culkin and Webster and all that stuff. I mean, I like kids too, but, there's a place.
The way I look at it, it's an equitable trade. I tell you what, you can lose your childhood and I'll give you $90 million, or you can be poor and have your childhood. I mean, I think most people would probably lose their childhood.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, he didn't, he didn't fare too bad on that, so that one, I can't really, I just think he should have kind of left the kids alone. I mean, and like I say, I like kids. I work with kids, but it's a certain level you got to kind of back off. And he kind of put himself in a position might made people think, think the wrong way.
Passion, it's hard to walk away from your passion. It really is. If you're passionate about something, people want you to give it up, and I play basketball, exercise. I'm 47 now. Everybody says, "Hey, why don't you give that up? Why don't you?" When you're passionate about it, it's a little difficult to do, and that's the way you were as a kid.
Well, I mean, you still staying in shape. He wasn't exactly staying in shape by hanging with kids so much. I understand liking kids. I understand wanting to help kids, but there's a limitation on anything. But I mean, that don't take away from him being a hell of a performer.
The greatest entertainer of all time. Michael Jackson, and I hope Christian people don't get this the wrong way or take it the wrong way. But there was only one other person that walked this earth that was popular as Michael Jackson, and that was Jesus. I mean, his popularity was second to Jesus.
Yep.
That's how God blessed him in that sense that there was no other person on the planet more popular than Michael than Jesus, and Jesus really had like a 2,000-year head start.
And I say to hell with Elvis, give me Mike.
Yeah, I mean, Elvis was great for that time period. I guess each time period bring about, a different, I guess they say dead celebrities now because they're worth a lot of money now.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
They got their own representative and everything, that represent them even while they're dead.
yeah, that's true. So, all right then, man. I'm going to check with you a little later, and glad, I got to talk to you about this. And I knew, like I say, his birthday was coming up. I knew you'd be thinking about it.
Yeah, I appreciate the call, IamEddieLee. I always loved me some Michael Jackson. I always did, always will, and like I say, greatest concert that never was.
All right. Okay, I'll check with you, and I'm going to pretty much do the Sopranos thing right now. So, later on.